really did not campaign during my election in this time. I filed my nomination and I just conducted one public rally. In my entire election process, I was devoting more time outside my state because Arunachal was almost foregone conclusion that BJP will secure a landslide victory. So after Arunachal election, I had toured other states in different parts of the country. So whatever trend I saw in Arunachal, it is the same current I could see in the rest of the country. And the victory in Arunachal Pradesh is a testimony to Modi's commitment to develop northeastern region and the border areas. I think Congress is almost finished because not only in Arunachal Pradesh, it's very difficult for Congress party to win in any of the northeastern states just because what they could not do in 60 years, Modi ji did in 10 years. And I can say because I was part of Modi ji's team from the day one in 2014. And I have very, personally, deeply involved myself in the transformation of Arunachal Pradesh. Whatever Modi ji had visualized, I played a very critical role in implementing those schemes and those developmental policies. So, in a way, the result of Arunachal Pradesh is a way forward for us to ensure that Arunachal and Northeast becomes the economic hub of the country, one of the most happening region of our country. So it's not an ordinary victory, and we won by huge margin. So it is a massive win for BJP.
Minister Rijiju, you've also been seen as the face of the Modi government from the northeastern states. As the exit poll numbers come out, we've seen that there is a major stride that the BJP has made in states like Assam and also other states, the northeastern states. Is the Act East policy of the Modi government the key flavor or the key reason why we are looking at changing situation in the northeast?
Yes, that's a very important question. First of all, as I said, Arunachal is a very lucky state for BJP because we formed first government in Arunachal Pradesh. Then the era of development in the northeastern region started from then. The Act East policy initiated by Modi ji in 2014 has now translated into a reality because Northeast has become a focus area for our government. Earlier, northeastern region was a neglected region because we did not have that kinds of numbers in terms of Lok Sabha seats. The total Lok Sabha seats in Northeast is only 25. We are going to, the NDA and BJP are going to likely to win around 22 to 23. And the neglected region of Northeast has suddenly become a region which has unleashed its potential. So around the country, what I have seen is, if you see the growth in terms of economic, or if you see any of the developmental index, Northeast is at the top. So the developmental pace in Northeast, which was unleashed with the forming of BJP government at the center, is transformational. So you have to visit and drive in the remote areas of Arunachal Pradesh to feel the transformational change which Modi ji has brought in. And all our state governments have done excellent job. In Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, in Arunachal, Pema Khandu, in other northeastern states, I have seen the changes is there all over northeastern region. So personally, I think it's a big curtain raiser 2 days before the counting of the All India general election. The 2-0 strike rate provided by northeastern region, Arunachal and Sikkim. India Alliance 0, 100% for the NDA. It's a great sign, an indication of what it's likely to come on 4th.
I'll now come to the national picture. Minister Rijiju, because Republic's double exit poll with the largest sample essentially indicating that Prime Minister Modi and the entire party is going to get a resounding victory. We've already heard Rahul Gandhi responding today saying that these are government surveys, Modi survey, Modi fantasy dream. And that is the reason why they say that on 4th of July, the People's Survey will indicate that the India Alliance gets 295 plus. How do you respond to that?
First of all, it is not only Rahul Gandhi, but all like-minded people like Akhilesh or Lalu Prasad or all the leaders of India Alliance, they are basically dynastic leaders. They don't believe in democratic principles and democratic institutions. Even if they are losing the election, they could have done it gracefully by attacking the election commission, by questioning the election process, and by ridiculing the TV channels and the survey agencies. They are belittling their own position. I may agree with the exit polls, I may not agree with the exit polls, but exit polls are part and parcels of democratic process. Media is the fourth pillar of the Indian democracy. And thousands of people in the agencies and TV channels have worked day and night to bring out these exit polls. Exit polls may not be 100% correct, but after all, it is done through due diligence by, following some scientific methods. So by just condemning and branding the exit polls as a Modi government's work, they are making themselves totally irrelevant. I would like to suggest the India Alliance leaders, if they want to make themselves happy for 2 days, I must tell them, please enjoy for 2 days. Because exit poll and result is divided by 2 days. So yesterday exit poll came, and day after the result will come. So in this period, if they are going to have a wonderful time, God bless them. But I would respect all the exit polls. I may not 100% agree with exit polls, because I feel that BJP could win more seats than what exit polls have suggested. But that doesn't mean that I start ridiculing the whole process itself. And secondly, these people are questioning the electoral process. The whole world have deep appreciation for Indian elections. Election Commission of India commands huge respect globally. I was law minister of this country, and Election Commission is under the administrative control of the law ministry. I have closely dealt with the Election Commission of India. I can tell you, nobody can manipulate the electoral system in India. There may be some error here and there at the ground level, but the process of electioneering in India is foolproof, and nobody can challenge the election system in India, and nobody can question the Election Commission of India. If there are some errors, some fault here and there, question that, come out with some kind of suggestive measures. But to question the system itself, to attack the constitutional authority itself, is amounting to demeaning the country's democracy itself. These people don't believe in democracy. You tell me, this Congress party and their partners, all are dynastic. You see any of them, you pick up any party, they are most undemocratic party. So undemocratic leaders can never appreciate the democratic process. That is why they are questioning and abusing the Election Commission and the media day in, day out. I salute the Indian media, I salute the Election Commission of India. We are there in this proud system because of the media, because of the Election Commission of India, where people devote themselves
Right.
to conduct such a challenging election. Remember, to conduct election in India is not a joke. The largest democratic nation in the world, a country with the most populous nation. India today is looked up by the global community.
Right.
And to question India's election process amounts to questioning the Indian democracy.
One final question that I would like to take from you, Minister Rijiju, is with regards to the recent developments. A report published by OpenAI indicating that there is a clear foreign interference. One particular political party was being constantly targeted and the other being praised. So the foreign interference link has already emerged right now. You've been very vocal about this. There is a pattern that is essentially emerging. How do you really look at when you see the kind of responses really coming in from the West, and now it's exposed?
I have been observing for quite some time. There are some, social media platforms, some agencies who are deliberately targeting not only BJP, they are targeting the Indian system. Some of the YouTubers, some of the individuals, they try to attack the system itself. That means they want to discredit the Indian democracy. And the opposition party are relishing that moment. They are enjoying it. So I would like to advise the India Alliance leaders, fight with us, contest with us. We are not enemies. We are just political rivals. But to align with some of the anti-India groups and then questioning the system itself, questioning the Indian judiciary, putting down the Election Commission of India and other constitutional authorities, that is not done. This is not how you are supposed to serve the nation. So some of the agencies who are, bent on ensuring that India doesn't get a powerful and very visionary leader, it is these people who are running this kind of malicious campaign. Because there are many people in the world, there are many agencies which do not want to see Narendra Modi ji as Prime Minister for the third time, because they feel Modi ji is too strong a political leader and India is, shooting above them. Now India is becoming a very popular and very attractive nation for the global community. So some people are jealous of that situation. But the sad part is some of our political leaders are aligning with such anti-India elements. And that is very unfortunate. But people of India are strong, intelligent enough, and such evil designs will never succeed in India.
Well, thank you very much, Minister Rijiju, for joining us on Republic TV, and we're hoping that you will be joining ORDOB on 4th of June with the largest team with the fastest numbers. Thank you very much. Shifting focus now to the responses that have now come in from the India Alliance. In fact, a short while back in the national capital, India leaders had visited the Election Commission of India. In fact, they have been complaining, alleging that Union Minister Amit Shah had dialed 150 district magistrates, suggesting that there is some sort of changes. But before we play that out, also let's take you through a detailed report with regards to the resounding victory of the Bharatiya Janata Party in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. As you've already heard what the minister had to say, and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who's campaigned there, has spoken extensively about what has essentially worked for the party in the border state.
Crackers, Vande Mataram chants, Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogans. This is the current mood in Arunachal Pradesh's BJP camp. Pema Khandu will remain the chief minister for a third term.
आज अरुणाचल प्रदेश के लिए एक ऐतिहासिक दिन है और खास करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए इस बार का 2024 का जो विधानसभा का जो चुनाव में एक नया रिकॉर्ड बीजेपी ने बनाया है। 2019 इलेक्शन में हम लोग ने 41 सीट्स आउट ऑफ 60 हम लोग ने जीता था, 41। और दिस इज़ एन रिफ्लेक्शन पीएम नरेंद्र मोदी साहब के आशीर्वाद में जो काम अरुणाचल प्रदेश में हुआ है, उस काम को देखते हुए अरुणाचल प्रदेश का जनता ने दोबारा फिर अपना राज्य में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सरकार गठन करने में वो लोग ने एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी का हिसाब से अपना कैंडिडेट को जिताया है।
The BJP has scored a hat-trick of wins in the Arunachal Assembly elections. The BJP has secured 76% of the 60 seats in the state's assembly, with 46 in its kitty. Betraying the heavy rains that gripped several pockets of the state, crowds gathered outside counting stations in anticipation. And the results indicated a clean sweep for the Saffron Party.
Arunachal Pradesh is concerned, this election was very interesting in Arunachal Pradesh because in 10 seats the BJP had won absolutely unopposed, uncontested, even when the nomination phase was on, and this also includes Chief Minister Pema Khandu. And today, when the counting began for the remaining 50 seats of the Arunachal Pradesh Assembly, we saw how, in a very unprecedented way, the BJP has started to lead in most of the seats, and now we are getting to know that in Arunachal Pradesh too, the opposition has been completely decimated.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated BJP Karyakartas, saying that the state has given unequivocal mandate to politics of development. Ahead of the big mandate on June 4th, the Arunachal sweep is a shot in the arm for the BJP.
Moving on, let's also connect to the voters on the ground to get you a sense of what it essentially means in building the future of the nation.
It all depends on what your all the governments, all the parties have done for you, and depending upon that, who the candidate is. So all these things, I think, decide who we want to vote for. It is, I think, by our vote only that the government is selected. So it's our right to vote, and we decide our government.
Without exercising the power to vote, we cannot elect the correct representative for the elections, and therefore we will not be able to get a proper government.
If we give a vote to the right person, in the person in whom I can find some potential, so definitely India will progress.
When we cast our vote, I think we take forward our opinion, and we give power to the person who we believe that he can take forward our agenda.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo. Kane sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates?
Kane bhai, it's a tile lad.
IM Plus technology se bane world class tiles. Tile ho to Simpolo.
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा,
पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, because it's already here.
Orient AeroSense with voice command.
Alexa, switch on the fan. Orient BLDC fan, the future of fans.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work can inspire hundreds of people, then do log on to rbeta.in for more details.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
The Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards is coming up soon, and here are your reasons for participating in the mega event. First, an opportunity for a massive exposure on the Republic Digital Network. Second, authentic insights into your business from decision makers and thought leaders in the digital space. And third, an opportunity to network and drive impact. If you're keen to participate, we're keen on having you on board on the basis of 3 conditions. First, second, and third. See you at Arbita 2024.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the 3rd largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46%.
As we bring you the exit polls, let's go on the ground to find out what people have felt and what they have to say, their opinion about the elections that have passed by and what they feel could be the future of the country that's linked to the results we have coming up on the 4th of June.
Voting contributes in ensuring proper future or safeguarding the future of our nation.
Better country, all facilities, the government which gives us all facilities and looks after.
Voting gives us a right to choose, first of all. So the choice is there for within among youth and everyone above 18.
If you want to change something, you should be well informed what changes that person or that party can bring in your future. If you will choose wisely, you will get gifts accordingly, or you will get the changes accordingly you're wishing for.
Basically, you vote for what you want. So if you're voting, then you can secure what's your perspective. So that's the main thing, that you should vote. That's the reason why you should vote.
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा, पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, because it's already here. Orient AeroSense with voice command. Alexa, switch on the fan. Orient BLDC fan, the future of fans.
Kane, sir, your dinner. On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus technology से बने world class tiles. Tile हो तो simple हो.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. And if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbeta.in.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
The Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards is coming up soon, and here
हेडलाइंस के लिए क्यों यहाँ से दे दो, देखो कहाँ चला।
It's a hat trick for the Modi government. Youth and women vote for the BJP. Double exit polls show BJP sweeping the Hindi belt with almost 53% of vote share. But the opposition in complete denial after boycott move. Indy now says exit polls rigged to favour the BJP. BJP secures a two-third majority, returns to power in Arunachal with 46 of 60 seats. SKM all set to return to power by sweeping the assembly polls in Sikkim, wins 31 of 32 seats. And later today, the Prime Minister is all set to hold a brainstorming session on a 100-day plan for the third term. Viewers, in the voting in the Lok Sabha has concluded, the elections, the 7th-phase election has concluded, and now the surveys predict, and if you go by Republic TV's double exit poll, what we understand is that now the Congress is emerging as a Muslim-centric party in Kerala. Now what we are getting to know is that a whopping 72% of Muslims have voted for the Congress party, and we will now get you a lowdown on how this has happened, because if you see the entire campaign of the Congress party, of the Indy Alliance leaders, you know, it has quite a lot focused on the Muslim appeasement factor. And on the other hand, you have the women voters and the youngsters voting for the BJP. So there's a stark contrast. And now the voters in the age group of 35 to 55 have also voted for the BJP. And it's a stronger NDA this time, what we see as of now. What are we doing next? All right, Manik Saha has reacted to the exit polls. Take a listen in.
देखिए, ये तो होना ही था, हम लोगों को मालूम ही है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी जिस तरह काम किए हैं, और काम को लेके वो हमेशा कहते हैं मैं कामदार हूँ, और ये लोग है नामदार है, तो काम को लेके सबके पास गए हैं और उसका रिजल्ट कल जो अनुमान लगाया एग्जिट पोल, उससे पता लग रहा है किस दिशा पर जा रहा है। तो हम हमेशा बोलते रहते थे जो प्रधानमंत्री जी कहाँ इस बार 370 बीजेपी और एनडीए को लेके 400 पार। अब देखिए जो भी है एग्जिट पोल का तो अनुमान के हिसाब से होता है और करीब करीब वो रिजल्ट जो अभी दिखाई दे रहा है वो उसी दिशा पर जा रहा है। और मैं सर्वप्रथम इसलिए हमारा प्रधानमंत्री माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ, जो उनके मार्गदर्शन में देश जिस तरह चल रहा है, देश का इकोनॉमी हो, देश का सिक्योरिटी हो, और हमारा यहाँ 4 जात हमेशा वो कहते हैं जो कृषक, गरीब और युवा और महिला, इन 4 जात का अगर उन्नयन हो और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का डेवलपमेंट हो पूरा देश में हम लोग, तब तो ये देश आने वाले दिन जो अमृतकाल चल रहा है, उन्होंने कहा 2024 में 2047 में वो जो ये विकसित भारत का जो रिजल्ट, ये आने वाले जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है उनको पता लगेगा, ये महसूस होगा जो भारत विकसित हुआ है। और ये बहुत ज़रूरी था। विरोधी ये लोग काफ़ी मेहनत की है, लेकिन ये मेहनत और जिस तरह प्रधानमंत्री जी और हमारा पार्टी और जिस तरह काम किए हैं, काम के आधार पर, डेवलपमेंट के आधार पर, सिक्योरिटी के आधार पर, और जिस तरह सबको लेके, सबका साथ सबका विकास और विश्वास और उसका प्रयास को लेके जो नारा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी दिए हैं, उस आधार पर जन समर्थन मिला है। और मैं समझता हूँ ये देश के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा हुआ और देश के लिए भलाई होगा।
Now, BJP candidate from Guna and also Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has reacted sharply against the Congress party on how they have in fact rejected the exit poll results. Take a listen in.
जिन लोगों के पास ना कोई एजेंडा, जिन लोगों के पास ना कोई समन्वय, जिन लोगों के पास ना कोई सिद्धांत, जिन लोगों के पास केवल स्वार्थ, वे सब के सब एक साथ हो गए एक व्यक्ति के विरुद्ध, लेकिन भूल गए कि उस एक व्यक्ति प्रधानमंत्री जी के रूप में उनके साथ 140 करोड़ देश की जनता एक साथ खड़ी हुई है। और अब आने वाले 4 तारीख को दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी होगा। अब मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपने जैसी जो स्थिति आज I.N.D.I.A गठबंधन की हो चुकी है, या मैं कहूँ गठबंधन नहीं, ये तो एक ठगबंधन है जो देश को ठगने का के मकसद के साथ एक साथ एकत्रित हुई है। और देश की जनता अब जान चुकी है। और जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि उनका पर्दाफाश 48 घंटे में होने वाला है। मध्य प्रदेश की जनता का पूर्ण विश्वास प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के साथ है। चाहे विधानसभा का चुनाव का नतीजा हो, जहां हर एक विशेषज्ञ कह रहा था कि कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने जा रही है, ये मध्य प्रदेश की जनता ने बार बार स्पष्ट किया है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी में पूर्ण विश्वास मध्य प्रदेश की जनता का है, चाहे वो विधानसभा चुनाव हो और चाहे वो लोकसभा चुनाव हो। इस लोकसभा चुनाव में 29 की 29 सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी के झोली में प्रदेश की जनता देने जा रही है, इसका मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है।
After Indie bloc leaders meeting with the Election Commission officials, urging them to ensure that the protocols are followed on the counting day. CPI's D. Raja has spoken exclusively to Republic TV. Let's take a listen in.
These are all just exit polls. We cannot take them as actual verdict, actual result. That is what one should understand. There are several questions raised with regard to exit polls. There are several apprehensions how these exit polls were conducted. So there are many questions. So counting is there on 4th June. Actual verdict will come out. Let us wait. After all, India is a democracy as of now. We believe in democracy. We believe in the power of the people. Let us wait and see.
So that was, of course, Mr. D. Raja, who was speaking with us exclusively on the exit polls and what the opposition feels. And they clearly mentioned the fact that they need to wait. We need to wait for 4th of June. They are hopeful that they will be making up a margin and still hopeful of defeating the Bharatiya Janata Party.
And there are several other reactions that we have lined up for you after the exit polls indicating that the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, is all set to become the Prime Minister for a third straight term. Take a listen in.
मोदी जी के नेतृत्व के अंदर जिस तरह से देश के अंदर जो पिछले 2 कार्यकाल के अंदर काम हुआ है, और चाहे गरीब कल्याण की हो, चाहे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को लेकर काम किया गया, और इसलिए नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति जनता का विश्वास ये स्पष्ट दर्शाता है कि एग्जिट पोल के अंदर भी जो 400 प्लस के आसपास आंकड़े दिखा रहे हैं, तो मैं यही कह सकता हूँ 400 प्लस के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीटें आ रही है और राजस्थान में 25 की 25 सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी की आएगी।
नहीं, अब इंडिया गठबंधन जो है, इंडी गठबंधन, और उसने जिस तरीके से 7 चरणों के चुनाव में, और जिस तरीके से ऐसे बयानबाजी उनके, और जिस तरीके से इतने षड्यंत्र रच के, और जिस तरीके से बातचीत रखी उन्होंने देश की जनता के ऊपर, तो देश की जनता बहुत समझदार है।
इस बार 400 की ओर जा रहा है, 400 की ओर जा रहा है। वो 2-5 सीट इधर उधर हो सकता है, लेकिन 400 के आसपास ही हमारी सीट रहेगा। और बंगाल में पिछले टाइम जो सीट आया था 2018 में, उसमें उससे ज़्यादा सीट मिलेगा, और टीएमसी से हमारा आंकड़ा आगे रहेगा।
इन बयानों पे उनको भी विश्वास नहीं है। मुंगेरी लाल के सपने हैं, ये उनको भी पता है, लेकिन दिल को बहलाने को गालिब ख्याल अच्छा है। 4 तारीख तक कुछ ना कुछ कहेंगे। सच ये है कि मोदी जी देश की जनता का विश्वास है और श्रद्धा के साथ लोगों ने मोदी जी को वोट किया है।
आज नरेंद्र मोदी के प्रति जो आस्था और विश्वास देश की जनता ने व्यक्त की है, उनके गारंटी के प्रति ये दर्शाता है कि विपक्ष की साख अब देश में नहीं बचा है।
Very hopefully we are expecting the exact poll results, because exit poll itself reveals that our honorable Prime Minister will be the Prime Minister for the 3rd time. So the country is going to move towards the progressive path which has been initiated by our honorable Prime Minister. We are all very happy.
पिछले 4 चुनाव में एग्जिट पोल लगभग सही रहे, और मैं एग्जैक्ट पोल पे ही ज़्यादा नतीजों पर बोलना ज़्यादा पसंद करता हूँ। फिर भी जो एग्जिट पोल में आया, वो जो जनता का मूड है वही आया है, और जनता का मूड हमने देखा है चुनाव में। पिछले 4 चुनाव में एग्जिट पोल लगभग सही रहे हैं, और मैं एग्जैक्ट पोल पे ही ज़्यादा नतीजों पर बोलना ज़्यादा पसंद करता हूँ। फिर भी जो एग्जिट पोल में आया, वो जो जनता का मूड है वही आया है, और जनता का मूड हमने देखा है चुनाव में। मैं केरल का प्रभारी था।
The Prime Minister was out of the meditation mode last evening. Now he's back in his work mode, and today he has 7 meetings lined up at his residence at the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, from the cyclone relief work to the heat wave, also on the 100-day agenda. All that is right now scheduled to be discussed in those meetings. Marathon meetings have been lined up today. Take a look at this report.
4 जून को a hectic 75-day election campaign in which Prime Minister Modi held 206 public events. Followed by 45 hours of solitude, meditating at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari. The Prime Minister seemed calm and fully energized for the monumental challenge ahead of him. He returned from Kanyakumari to Delhi on Saturday and is now back at work. Sources inside the government informed Republic that the PM is holding 7 meetings today. He will later hold a long brainstorming session to review the agenda for the first 100 days of his third term. These visuals are from the 21st of February. PM Modi had begun planning for the first 100 days of his third term before he was even assured of it. Even in the heat of the 2024 poll campaign, the Prime Minister was supremely confident about coming back to power.
आज जितनी मेहनत करता हूं, उतनी ही मेहनत 4 जून के बाद भी जारी रहेगी। और इसलिए 100 दिन में क्या करना है, इसका ब्लूप्रिंट रेडी करके हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
The exit polls also predict a record victory for the NDA, assuring Prime Minister Modi of a third term. And the Prime Minister has made it clear that all tough decisions will be taken in the first 100 days of his new government.
All right, now we move on to what's happening on ground. Now, the elections have, of course, concluded, but let's talk to the people on ground, to the citizens of the country, and what do they feel about the voting process and how it contributes to the future of the country.
It all depends on what your all the governments, all the parties have done for you, and depending upon that, who the candidate is. So all these things, I think, decide who we want to vote for. It is, I think, by our vote only that the government is selected. So it's our right to vote, and we decide our government.
Without exercising the power to vote, we cannot elect the correct representative for the elections, and therefore we will not be able to get a proper government.
If we give a vote to the right person, in the person in whom I can find some potential, so definitely India will progress.
When we cast our vote, I think we take forward our opinion, and we give power to the person who we believe that he can take forward our agenda.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari. Co-powered by Simpolo, Tile ho to Simpolo.
Kane sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus technology से बने world class tiles. Tile हो तो Simpolo.
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
The Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards is coming up soon, and here are your reasons for participating in the mega event. First, an opportunity for a massive exposure on the Republic Digital Network. Second, authentic insights into your business from decision makers and thought leaders in the digital space. And third, an opportunity to network and drive impact. If you're keen to participate, we're keen on having you on board on the basis of 3 conditions. First, second, and third. See you at Arbiter 2024.
India's taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first
As we bring you the exit polls, let's go on the ground to find out what people have felt and what they have to say, their opinion about the elections that have passed by and what they feel could be the future of the country that's linked to the results we have coming up on the 4th of June.
So how do you think voting contributes in safeguarding the future of our society?
Not only future of the society but future of country also. Because we need to choose people who are competent, have authenticity, with truthfulness, dedication towards the people, to the country, and look after the population.
One should ensure that the policies that the party is ensuring, and plus what the work they have done in previous year. So it should be a sum total of both the things, not only the future perspective but also the past experiences of the party.
So you have to be very thorough with the details of the history, of the past details. If you look into history, you will get to know from where we coming from, from being dependent to independency. So you will choose wisely. So you have to look into your past, look into your present, and then you can plan your future accordingly.
India is taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work can inspire hundreds of people, then do log on to rbeta.in for more details.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
Do you have a...
Welcome back, viewers. Now let's connect to the ground zero and let's talk to some of the voters. What do they think about the process of voting and how they see its contribution in shaping the future of India?
How do you think voting contributes towards safeguarding the future of our country?
It is the only time one can vote our government. We can select our candidate to take care of the country, take care of the society, take care of the people of the country. So it is very important. One should definitely vote. Never miss it. It's a very important part to vote. This is the only chance we have to select our candidate after 5 years. No? So we should not miss it.
जब पार्लियामेंट बनती है तो इसी प्रोसेस से बनती है ना. So this is the most important process in our democracy.
Basically, it's about voicing one's rights. The right to voice and choose your own government. I think it's critical because that's the only way you can bring the change which the society desires. And if the change comes what the society desires, I think that is the protection of the society.
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा, पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, बिकॉज इट्स ऑलरेडी हियर. ओरिएंट एरोस्लिम विथ रिवर्स रोटेशन मोड जो इंप्रूव करे एयर सर्कुलेशन. ओरिएंट PLDC फैन, द फ्यूचर ऑफ फैंस.
Kane sir, your dinner.
On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
ऐ भारत हम चल पड़े इस जुनून किस शान से, जन्नत नुमा कश्मीर से, आसाम के बागान से, महाराष्ट्र से, गुजरात से, कर्नाटक से, राजस्थान से, तब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से.
JK टायर, देश का टायर.
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
As we bring you the exit polls, let's go on the ground to find out what people have felt and what they have to say, their opinion about the elections that have passed by and what they feel could be the future of the country that's linked to the results we have coming up on the 4th of June.
Sir, how voting contributes in ensuring proper future or safeguarding the future of our nation?
Better country, all facilities, the government which gives us all facilities and looks after.
Voting gives us a right to choose, first of all, so the choice is there for within among youth and everyone above 18.
If you want to change something, you should be well informed what changes that person or that party can bring in your future. If you will choose wisely, you will get gifts accordingly, or you will get the changes accordingly you're wishing for.
Basically, you vote for what you want. So if you're voting, then you can secure what's your perspective. So that's the main thing, that you should vote. That's the reason why you should vote.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo. Kane sir, your dinner.
On a tile? Arey, it's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स. टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to rbeta.in.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
जब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
जेके टायर, देश का टायर।
Good evening and welcome. And as the elections draw closer, let me begin by saying how excited I am, ladies and gentlemen, to be bringing to you from Asia's largest newsroom, from this beautiful studio, this work of art in a way, which is nothing, ladies and gentlemen, but an expression of our dedication to the news business, to the news industry. I can tell you we are all at Republic super excited to be bringing the news about the general election results to you. And ladies and gentlemen, what do I say at this point? I have come to you with two different debates tonight. First, the debate that has got social media started. They say Arnab said something very controversial. I don't know what the controversy is. All I'm saying tonight, and I'm willing to stick my neck out and repeat it as many times as necessary, but data with Republic suggests that many more Muslims have voted this time for Congress and Congress Plus. That's data. That's not Arnab Goswami saying it. That's data. Data shows that Congress Plus is 72% in 2024 as against 50% in 2019. That's data. Data shows that 3 out of every 4 Muslim voters have voted for the Congress Plus this time as opposed to 2 out of every 4 that it was last time. This is data. Congress and Congress Plus are completely dependent